Hello, ladies, and welcome to the Menopause Made Easy podcast with Tanya. And are you ready to say goodbye to sleepless nights, dark eye circles, irregular menstruation, bloating, overwhelm, puffy, stiff, and sore body, physically exhausted, afternoon energy lulls, poor digestion, weight gain, mental fog, lousy libido, low immune system? Okay, yes. I'm going to share all of those things with you with this one simple shift that I did many years ago. So, as many of you know, I am a personal trainer, behavioral change coach, nutrition, health coach, sleep and recovery coach. I'm a wife, a mom, a dog owner to 3 beautiful dogs. And I've had many issues dealing with a scale going up and down, a muffin top that wouldn't disappear, emotional eating binges that did not involve carrots, and struggling with insecurity. And through all of this, I just wanted to feel normal. I wanted to feel happy like everybody else. And in my teens and 20s, I looked for quick fixes and magic pills and fairy dust and whatever I could get my hands on to make me a lean, happy, and sexy machine. And I found out, sadly, that that magic pill does not exist. And I wanted to cry, and I was so frustrated. And I felt like I was going around and around until I was completely exhausted and back at the starting point. And when I talk with many other women, this is exactly how they feel. So, many years ago, I delved into holistic health, the emotional, mental, and physical. I wrote a book called Cookie Dough in the Dark, and I have been in this field for over 3 decades. And what I've discovered is that when you are smarter, not necessarily working harder, you can get results. And it really starts with some small shifts. And today, that small shift is about smoothies. This was a game changer for me. So hang in here. I'm going to tell you, in 2003, I just had my second baby. And after decades of chronic bronchitis, a weakened immune system, yo-yo dieting, anxiety and mood swings, dips in energy, surviving on caffeine and sugar, and what I thought was a pretty healthy diet, my journey towards healthier eating began because caring for a newborn and a 19-month-old, I knew I couldn't continue with my current state of health. So yes, I have been implementing these changes for the last 20 years, and really it's been a gradual shift, because you have to remember 20 years ago, I really was not on the internet. This information wasn't out there, so you can do it much faster today, and I'm going to share a lot of things with you today. So in 2007, I hit the jackpot. I did. And this is what I'm going to share with you today, this one simple shift. My health and vitality soared, and as a family, we had been making some changes, but this small change had the biggest impact. And I was so passionate about it that I wrote books on juicing and smoothie. I taught workshops. I had people come to my house. I went to other people's houses. I set up 10-day smoothie challenges. I really helped people have smoothies be a part of their life, and we still have smoothies. So again, this is not a quick fix. It's not a diet. It's not a gimmick. This is something that we brought into our life, and I'm going to tell you why. And as I mentioned, like, it helped with a lot of those things that I started this podcast with. So you won't believe how vibrant and energetic you will feel. You won't believe that by implementing this simple shift, how much time and money you will save. And with this new knowledge that I have and bringing this habit into my lifestyle, I felt alive and vibrant and comfortable in my own skin. My clients started having faster results, and I have to share this adventure with you. So my mission is to continue to help women step into the body they want, to feel amazing and confident and sexy in the clothes that they wear, to feel in control of their food choices, to minimize cravings, to just have the best 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90s and beyond. All right. So let's get rid of sleep deprivation and skin issues, hair issues, irregular menstruation, bloating, stiffy, story body, puffiness, being fatigued, energy lulls, poor digestion, weight gain, mental fog, lousy immune, and low libido. Okay, so in my episode last week, I talked about the 5 hacks to cut your cravings. That was a really great episode. You can pick up my free guide. Occasionally, I will run a free 10-day smoothie challenge. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that. So, but you can start anytime, and you can reach out to me and ask me for my guide, and I'd be more than happy to share it with you. So again, I was around the age of 33-ish, 34, 35, 38, 40 in there when I really started to look at my health differently, having 2 new babies in my life and caring for beautiful children. And I wanted to give them the best health, and I wanted the best health for me so that I could be the best mom possible. And we often start our mornings because, it's been normalized ingesting way too many carbohydrates. And I did this for years, and I did it with my children. Okay. So if I knew today what I knew 20 years ago, my kids would eat differently. And we do eat differently now, but I wish I could go back, but I can't. I can only move forward. But we were that typical family having juice and toast and crumpets and honey and jam and cereal and oatmeal. And even there's a lot of people having smoothies, but they're not built properly. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. And just a sugar feast in the morning, okay, which sets us up on a vicious cycle for the rest of the day. And what happens is that as we increase our blood sugar levels, which increases cellular stress, okay, which we don't want. We want to not have the highs and the lows of the blood sugar, but kind of keep them in the middle here. When we eat this sugary breakfast, we have our blood sugars rise, our stress rate rises, cortisol is released, insulin is released to move glucose to our cells, our fight or flight kicks in, the digestive processes stop, the blood sugar lowers, your cortisol remains high, you become hungry, you eat, and then you start all over again. You don't need to know all that. Basically, you eat all of this sugary breakfast. By 10 o'clock, you need more to pull yourself back up. Then look at your lunch, look at your snack, look at your dinner, right? And over time, your body isn't digesting food properly. You're feeling lethargic, you're cranky, you're a little bit on edge. And this constant rise and fall in these blood sugars at most meals and snacks, which I see what people are eating and I know what I ate, is very hard on the body, right? And the more work you give the adrenals, these little glands, by overeating sugars and starches, the more stress you put on your adrenal glands every single day, no matter how many breathing techniques you do, yoga classes you attend, meditation you inject into your life. It's really important to get our nutrition on board. And the 5 hacks I shared with you last week is such a great place to start because we're not revamping your diet. We're just adding in some hacks. All right. So the more dysfunctional our hormones get, our estrogen, progesterone, the more damaged our metabolism can feel. And when our bodies aren't processing foods properly, we aren't healing and we aren't managing our blood sugars. It becomes a mess. We become glucose intolerance, we become insulin resistant, and our body can no longer deal with the demand. And that's where we are right now, with about 94% of North Americans being metabolically inflexible, which means we are not optimal. Our immune systems are suffering, our cells are suffering. Okay, but no more. All right. So one little shift that you can do that I did many years ago. What can you do in the morning to start your day off with something that won't spike your insulin, your blood sugar levels? And that is a well-balanced smoothie. And this really helps to get fat off our body. So I'm going to talk about my fat releasing smoothie today as well. All right, this might be a 2-part episode. All right, so sugar in the blood is called our glycemic load. And when we have these huge spikes, we go into fat storage, then we come down and we crash and we have no willpower, right? We lose it. We got to spike ourselves back up. So we want to avoid those big glucose spikes. Again, the 5 hacks to cut your cravings guide, which the link will be in here as well. Pick that up. So when we can manage these blood sugar roller coasters, we can stay in this zone where we will have more willpower, we will have less cravings, we will be able to make better choices, and we will be able to start releasing fat instead of storing fat. So a lot of people are making smoothies with way too much sugar, okay? Even though it's all fruit, it's not great. And, you know, I used to take my kids to, oh my God, what's it called? It's not called Jamba Juice. I don't even know what it's called. And they would get a smoothie. It's got apple juice and orange juice and all sorts of sugary things. And even though I thought I was doing something better, maybe it was a little bit better, it still was not a balanced smoothie. So we want to make a good smoothie. Alrighty. Okay, so what goes into your breakfast smoothie? I'm going to just focus on breakfast because that's where I started. This was the first change that I made. I ditched my normal breakfast. I switched to smoothies. I was focused on keeping it low in carbohydrates, which means ditching a lot of the fruit and no added sugars. So I found you don't have to use this, but if you want my opinion, and many of the people that use it, it is the best tasting protein powder on the market. It's Juice Plus Whole Complete. I still use it. I still am using this, okay? So know your protein powder. So I'm going to tell you, buyer beware. I will put my Juice Plus link. If you want to try mine out, you can get 2 packets of it, 4 packets of it. You can get it once. You can be on auto ship. You can do whatever you want. I have my own store. I will link it up for you and you can try it. There's chocolate and vanilla and I love it. All right. And it is, again, you can pick your own, but please buyer beware. So you want to start with a good smoothie base. And then secondly, you want to add healthy fat, such as MCT oil, which I've done many a video on talking about healthy oils. You can do avocado oil, coconut oil, full fat coconut, whole avocados, not avocado oil, sorry, and a good fat, all right? You want to add plant-based milk, or what I do most of the time, because if you look at these plant-based milks that you buy, they can have some nasty ingredients in them. All right, so simply take some nut butter, like pure nut butter, not Kraft, sorry, or Skippy. Get some nut butter and just plunk it in there and add some water and voila, there is your nut milk. Now you can use milk or yogurt, plain yogurt, full fat yogurt, whatever you'd like. Some of you may find that, you know, change it up, give your digestion a break from some dairy, see what you feel like. And then use some low carb fruit, such as raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries. I do use those, but I also really like adding some apple and pineapple and banana. Just know that those are much higher in sugar. So depending on your goal, just pay attention. And I have to tell you that I used to use a lot so I could drink them, and now I barely use any. Okay, so there you go. And then you can add some herbs and spices into the smoothie. There are so many smoothies on the market now. Like when I started doing this in 2007, it was not like it is today. And I used to make my own smoothie to go packs. I used to teach people how to do that. Now you have companies like Evive, and there's some other ones that have pre-made smoothies for you. There's so many fast and quick options, but just make sure that you're getting them with protein and healthy fats to really make sure you're not doing the blood sugar spikes, okay? So I know that my morning smoothie cleanses my body, heals my gut, boosts my energy, releases fat, improves my skin, hair, nails, and brain. And I'm going to give you a couple of recipes here. So my fat releasing smoothie consists of 1 teaspoon, and I probably use, actually I do, a tablespoon of MCT oil, but start really small. This is such an amazing oil, and I use Bulletproof Brain Octane. And you know what? Maybe I put the recipe. Yes, I will add the recipe for you so that you don't have to type it all out here. So I will add that recipe. So I start with some MCT oil. Actually, I do Brain Octane MCT oil. I add some ice. I put in some flaxseed. I put in some water. I put in 1 scoop of chocolate whole complete powder. I put in some collagen. Now I'm putting in some creatine as well. I will add some cinnamon to bring those blood sugar down. And that is basically it. Now I will add some options, which I will talk about, but that smoothie changed my life. It changed my life. Okay. The MCT oil boosts metabolism, kicks up our fat burning potential, and it doesn't spike blood sugar levels. Okay. The collagen helps to reset leptin so that your body understands what fuel is. And it's a clean protein that benefits your skin, hair, nails, joint, and more. I do a couple of collagen options. Maybe I put that other link as well. I like another one by Modere for my hair. So I will stick that link in. All right. And Juice Plus Whole Complete is a non-GMO, vegan, dairy-free, packed with fruit and veggie concentrates, and it's low glycemic, which is really important. So it's going to keep those blood sugar levels from spiking. So just by incorporating this smoothie in, I balanced my blood sugars, which took care of my cravings, nighttime eating, and so much more. I cannot tell you this one simple shift had such a powerful effect on me. Okay, so there's one other smoothie. So you can, vary it up here. Instead of using water, you could use full fat coconut milk. Instead of using MCT oil, you could put in some avocado. Instead of flax, you can put in some chia seeds. You could add in some cacao nibs or cacao powder or the chocolate Juice Plus Whole Complete if you have it, and some ice. So again, I basically made the same smoothie for so long, like I'm talking 8 years. And it was my morning go-to. So super simple. Now I have tons of smoothie recipes, tons, some on my blogs. I've done lots of videos, but I know that changing your breakfast and doing a smoothie for me and for my clients who want to do it. Again, I assume that if you're not listening to this, you really aren't interested, but if you are listening, maybe you're a smoothie aficionado, or maybe you're just getting your feet wet on, should I have smoothies? What's the benefit of smoothies? But adding these healthy ingredients will improve your gut, your energy, your skin, especially compared to the other choices that I was making before. And so I started with my breakfast because it's the easiest meal to change. I traded my breakfast from, the carb heavy diet to a low glycemic chocolate smoothie. And I added the MCT oil to balance my blood sugar levels, maintain my energy, and eventually my hangry episodes disappeared. So I just want to let you know, just when you're thinking about a smoothie or a protein powder, it's really important. What we put in our body is super important. All right. And so, so many people, I just have one testimonial where the Meredith said, this is the best plant-based shake powder I have ever tasted. It's just plants, plain and simple. And the sugar content in it is, we have talked about this, is the fiber, right? Remember carbs, and then you minus fiber, and then you get net carbs, right? The fiber in here is actually a prebiotic, and it gives these shakes the same glycemic index as a serving of broccoli. And no, it does not taste like broccoli. Okay. It is how that affects the body. So there'll be no insulin spike, and these shakes are amazing to prevent diabetes and Alzheimer's and mental decline, and anyone who wants to stabilize their blood sugar levels, and it will help to build and protect you at a cellular level. And they're gluten-free, non-GMO, low-fat, no cholesterol, no artificial flavoring, no coloring, no preservatives, no wheat, dairy, or eggs, and no added caffeine or herbs. Right? There's about 13 grams of protein, which is a vegetarian source, 8 grams of fiber, and they taste good. All right, that's all I've got to say. And there's so many benefits because it supports your heart health, improves your skin and hair, reduces joint pain, it protects your DNA, it improves your gut health, it balances your blood sugar, it prevents diabetes, it cleanses your liver, it increases your immune system, it controls cholesterol. That's a lot from this protein powder. Like, that's how beneficial. Now you look at, do I have a little thing here? My breakfast of the past, okay, which was, yogurt with jam. I really didn't buy sweetened yogurt, but I know so many people do. Bread, toast, cereal, English muffins, all that kind of stuff. They were inflammatory, which causes joint pain. It increased my weight, increased my sugar cravings. It weakened my skin, hair, and nails. It contributed or increases your chances of diabetes, cancer. It disrupts digestive and heart health. It disrupts your hormones. It increases anxiety and depression. It accelerates energy, and it accelerates aging and drains your energy, and can contribute to fatty liver, dental health, kidney issues, dementia, gout. That is the breakfast that most people eat. And that is, if you look around, where we are, unfortunately. Okay, I won't get into it in this episode, but the food pyramid that came out getting us to eat so many carbohydrates has failed us miserably. All right, so just to go over a couple of benefits of why I put in collagen, for example, in my smoothie, or maybe I add it to my yogurt, because it improves hair and skin and nails. And as we age, we reduce collagen. So we do need to get some sources of collagen. It reduces joint pain, helps heal our leaky gut, strengthens teeth and nails, and cleanses our liver. So it doesn't have a taste. I always get unflavored. The benefits of MCT oil is that it's protective of heart health, it improves energy and mood, it supports digestion and absorption, and it helps to balance gut bacteria. Yeah, my goodness, working on your gut is so important. So I'm taping this in September, and in my Vibrant Living Academy, we are doing our gut and butt program. So many issues come from the gut. So look at this. Collagen helps to heal leaky gut. MCT oil helps to balance gut bacteria, and Juice Plus Whole Complete helps to improve gut health and cleanses our liver and increases our immune system. Right? I also love adding flax seeds, which supports detoxification. They're anti-inflammatory. They reduce sugar cravings. They improve skin and hair. They help you manage diabetes. They support digestive health. There you go. There's another gut one. And they balance hormones. So look at this massively powerful shift that happens when we can just add a smoothie into our day. The other reasons, and then I will wrap it up here because I could keep going. Maybe I do, like I said, a second episode. But I just wanted to give you some reasons why, because I think it's important to understand why. Why do we want to have a smoothie? Well, it gives our digestive system a break because the blender is going to break down your food and chew it for you. Therefore, it's easy to assimilate and eliminate. And this will provide you with extra energy, as digestion can take about 50% of your energy. So what are you going to do with that extra energy? This smoothie, okay, and I have recipes for green smoothies, lots of other smoothies, but they're loaded with fiber. We need 25 to 30 grams of fiber. We are falling really short of that. So when you have extra fiber, it helps your body to rid itself of toxins. Toxins like to hang out in your fat cells. So when you reduce your toxic load, we all have one, sorry, it's in the air we breathe, the food we eat, the chemicals we put on our skin, our thoughts. So we're not escaping it, but we can start to reduce it by smartening up about our food choices, our thoughts, cleaning up our air and our skincare products. But remember that when we have this fiber, it helps get rid of these toxins, and that can reduce the size of your fat cell, which for many of you may be a huge why. Smoothies, I lived on them while my kids were in sports. I would just make one, put it in a smoothie cup, and then I was able to have it at the rink or on the way to the rink. And it was just really great nutrition. And so they're so easy to consume. And there's so many vegetables in some of them and fruits, which is amazing. So again, there's other recipes beside my fat releasing smoothie. So we're looking to get, can you believe this, about 7 to 25 servings of fruits and vegetables per day, focused more on those complex carbohydrates, right? And so just look at how many you are actually consuming today. And also making a smoothie, you're going to increase your raw food consumption, which improves health, boosts your immune system, improves mental clarity, and slows aging. A smoothie can also provide your body with an abundance of antioxidants. Remember, antioxidants are your anti-rusting of your cells, which also will help to fortify your immune system and stop your body from rusting inside out. It's going to provide your body with much needed live enzymes, and enzymes are essential for digestion. And then it's also going to provide magnesium and chlorophyll, and these soothe and calm the nervous system and help minimize the stress on the body. So it is super, super important that you start slowly. So if you are, say, consuming, 2 servings of fiber a day, or 2 vegetables, or maybe even 4, whatever the number is, go up by 1, go up by 1. If you were to make a massive green smoothie, or a smoothie full of fiber, you're going to feel it in your gut. So like everything I teach, slow and steady, okay? Slow and steady. And the last tip that I will mention, and then we'll talk about green smoothies more on another podcast episode, is, you can take that fat releasing smoothie that I made and maybe add some spinach to it to get some green in there, instead of going all the way to a green smoothie, which can be very daunting for many people. So when you have a green smoothie, you can add, my fat releasing smoothie, you can actually start to add some spinach or zucchini, and you don't even taste it, or even a little bit of cauliflower. So and even if it's like 1 little floret or 5 leaves, that's still adding some amazing fiber. Remember, we don't want to move fast. One other thing I love about blending and making smoothies is that fruits and vegetables have the most valuable nutrients in them, but they're especially hard to digest because they have this tough cellular structure. And then so when we blend them, we're able to rupture the structure, and that releases more nutrients. And this is why sometimes blending that salad can be better than eating it, because most of us don't chew our food properly. And as we age, we also have less stomach acid, and therefore we don't liquefy our foods in our stomach, and therefore we don't absorb the proper nutrients. So it is, again, something that's just really beneficial for our gut. And just, again, slow, slow, slow. This is not a race. You don't need to go to eating 7 smoothies a day. You can just start to add 1, add 2, add a little bit of veggies, try different things in there, see how you feel. Okay, I'm going to wrap up this episode for now, and I'm going to do another one later, because there's a lot more I've got to share. So ladies, let me know, do you drink smoothies? What do you put in your smoothies? What did you learn from today about your smoothies? Who do you know that you could share this with that would benefit from healing their gut, boosting their immune system, improving their skin, hair, and nails, avoiding chronic disease? Oh my God, there's so many things that come from sipping our smoothies. All right, my lovely ladies, thanks for listening to the Menopause Made Easy with Tanya podcast, and I will see you in the next episode.